Hello, everybody. This is Fide Master Sohan Phadke, and I am going to launch a very interesting new series of attack, and that is attacking my way. So I'm going to discuss some very interesting attacking techniques, which are named in a little bit, I would say, catchy way, so that you can remember it nicely. And with some interesting examples, I think I will be able to help you in forming an attack and maybe spotting some beautiful combination. So let's dive straight into the position. And the name of the technique is long range cannon. So when you hear the name cannon, that means a cannon who is going to hit long, and the target will be far away. And but with this cannon effect, I mean, from a hitting from cannon, we can destroy that target. So let's discuss this in terms of chess, how you can use the cannon in and attack the enemy target. So this is the first position. We will discuss three positions for this topic, and this is a simple position, not that simple, but yes, it is simple. So it's white's turn to play. How should white proceed from here? You can see some beautiful queen hitting down the way. You have this bishop coming up. This rook not participating, but that's okay. So how will you continue the attack? So the one move which come to your mind directly is the move bishop d5, which is very simple. But after rook e7, somehow you are stuck and the progress is not much. Queen d8, I can play rook e8. So there is no queen sacrifice here. So we need to think how we can make the maximum use of our long range cannons. So you can see this queen is a multi-purpose. I mean, she can do whatever she wants. She's can be a cannon, she can be a rook, she can be anything. So you can see these bishops who can act as a cannon. So how should white proceed from here? Okay, so if you have thought it, this bishop should open the doors for our long range cannons. And if you find it, that's good. So the move is bishop at 6. So the idea of this is an important fortress, or I would say an important door in enemy's fortress, which can defend the f6 pawn. So yeah, I am now attacking this g7, bombarding it. Naturally, there is no check here, so the rook has to play to e7. And now, what will you do here? Okay, now you play queen d8 check. After king here, bishop d5 is mate. And if you play rook e8, can you find out? Yes, the point of playing bishop at 6, it's spinning, and queen f6 is winning. All right, so bishop at 6, it's like hitting the key door in the enemy fortress. Natural reaction should be to take. Now, how will you proceed? You can play queen d8 check. Sorry, you can play queen at 7, but it doesn't do anything good. So we switch to the plan A and we play bishop d5. So now we are threatening here. And important points to see here is this knight is a spectator, this queen is doing the same thing, and this bishop is completely shut on his own pawns. So the only rook is trying to protect the king. With queen and bishop in play, this rook cannot defend. Okay, so bishop d5, good move. You are threatening queen f7, then black plays rook e7. Then how will you follow up? Yes, you play queen d8 check. Now black has two options, king g7 and rook e8. And after rook e8, we again come back to queen f6 things. Thanks to this door, which has been broken by bishop at 6, queen can easily checkmate the king. And if you play king g8, we have, sorry, king g7, we have queen g8 checkmate. Again, thanks to this. If you have seen my earlier series, I call it as helping stones. So this h6 pawn is a helping stone. Otherwise, king could have gone to h6. Okay, so let's take a recap of this position. It was a very easy one, and nowadays people are so good in spotting the tactics. By the way, one important thing which I wanted to talk to you is attacking and tactics are different things. Tactically smart is like you calculate how you can, calculate and finish the game, whereas attacking is more of a strategy, or I would say you systematically form the attack, you regroup the pieces, you launch the attack. The final part is of calculation, and tactics do complement to the attack. But both are different things. It's not one and the same thing. Okay, so bishop h6 is a good move, and you break it. And this long range cannon with bishop d5, and this is a wonderful combination. So we'll move on to the next one. Okay, this is one of my favorite childhood example, and I somehow trained my mind how you can use these long range cannons. It's very beautiful. It's after the example you will feel that this is an easy example, but it is very instructive. Uh, do trust me. Okay, it's black's turn to play. I have flipped the board. It's how should black play in this coming in this given position? This rook is doing a good job attacking this, and again there are no pawns here which can help to some degree of playing h3 and g3. No. Okay. It looks as if it is a harmless position. White is threatening queen d5 to exchange off and somehow breathe nicely. Okay, one move can be queen h3, idea h2, but this is not going anywhere, and this is exactly what white wanted. And I think maybe it's nothing now. Okay, so now using this long range cannon thing, how the cannon not necessarily should have, cannon has to go near the target. It can hit from a very long distance. It is more like Arjuna, like he can hit it from a long distance. No need of going one-to-one fight like Beam going in there with this one-to-one man fight. There is no need. You can hit from a long distance. So black's turn to play. How you can win this position? Okay, this is not an difficult one, but the instructive nature where you can keep telling your mind like long range pieces can attack from long distance. Okay, the move is queen g6 check. Very beautiful check. It feels as if what is black doing actually? It is helping white to coordinate. Like after king h1, what is white's follow? Not queen h5, rook f2 comes. But the different we switch the cannon angle from a different side, and the move is queen c2. Wow. I mean, uh, this example when I was studying tactics and attack from my heart, and I was like scratching stone, like how I can get better in attack, get better in attack. So every idea, whenever I see and study, I used to think why this works, why this doesn't work, what is the idea, what this technique can be called, and this slowly helped me to, I would say, get little better in terms of attack. So queen c2, beautiful move, and suddenly white is in thunder shock, and white just can see look like this, like what the heck is going on, man. This is resigns completely. This check is just a temporary relief to postpone the game, but after king h8, this queen cannot stop this, nor this rook can come, and best white can do is resign. So this game finished in two moves, but the instructive nature of this, like how this worked, this zigzag queen thing was so good. Like queen g6 check after king h8 and after queen c2, bam. This is unavoidable mate. And when I studied this example, I was sitting on the chessboard. I'm not on the chessboard, looking at the chessboard and thinking for long 20-25 minutes and telling myself how this works, what this technique can be called, because the position cannot be repeated. I don't think so, it will be. But the ideas, like similar ideas, will repeat 100 times definitely. And I can use this technique to how to build an attack. So this is again all coming back. This window slide is open. If you have seen my very famous video, window slides open, where somebody can peep from a distance and say hi to you. This window slide is open, and suddenly, and using this long range piece thing, queen c2, black checkmates the king. So long range pieces, treat them as cannons. Don't use in a, I would say, a small distance fight. Okay, they can be used, but their strength is hitting from a long distance. And if you can use them well, you will create some beautiful masterpieces. Okay, so this was the example number 2, and we will go to the last example of today's discussion. This is little tough, not exactly tough, but very instructive one. Uh, this is more of attack and defense. This is little tough, so I would ask you to think for at least 4 to 5 minutes. If you are talented and if you know this or if you can spot it, what I can say, well done, and solve, keep solving and keep creating masterpieces. I would love to see them. Okay, going back to the position, it's White's turn to play. White rooks are okay. White is threatening this. But the bad news for White is this bishop is under tremendous pressure and this is mate. So this queen g2 is a problem. Now, White has to attack this king, at the same time defend this king. So this is a multitask and this is tricky, if not tough. So I would again ask you to think, pause the video. This is slightly advanced. How should White proceed from here? Okay, the key point in the position is the g2 pawn and combinations of some attack like this. So combining this, someday I would love to play bishop f6 as well. I can do a lot of things like rook d6, rook c1, queen a8. But all I have to take care is the main point of our king, that is the g2 pawn. So combining, as I say, attack and defense, if you can find the continuation. Yes, we need to start with rook d6. And of course, queen 8 is mate. So, sorry, queen 8 is mate. You cannot take this. So either you have to take this or this. Naturally, rook d6 doesn't work. Queen 8, this comes and you're up a piece. And I think that shouldn't be a problem. Don't get scared of rook d1. I think we can do 1,000 things. First, we will check. And after this, I mean, what I have to do is I have to just have to maybe protect the rook. Maybe after long checks, I think I can play rook g1 if I'm not wrong. Am I? Well, I haven't gone to this, but 8, 8 check and king b6. I think rook g1 should be okay. Like after this, I don't think I can get away. Not a problem. This is just funny. Okay, so not a problem here. So that was not the problem. So after rook d6, black has to play pawn takes d6. Now the long cannon theory works here. And of course, check comes. Did I go wrong somewhere? Check. No, I don't think so. I did it wrong anyway. Okay, so after this, king c7, I think is rook c1 winning? Yeah, this should be winning. Okay, so that's not a problem at all. Okay, so after this, he goes king d7 and queen b7 check and king e8 comes. So this is the position you can reach from standing from here. I mean, you can see that take, check, this. But you have to understand a very important thing. This queen on b7 protects g2. So that attack and defense thing is so important. Just take a look at this. After king d7, check and king e8. Now, this bishop can move because the queen protects this. So this understanding of long cannon will help you believe that we can work out on this position. Most of the people will say, "Arey, nothing is happening here. I can give check and like this, and nothing is happening because there is mate here. Or best I can do is get a draw." But no, the idea of queen g2 is now we play the move bishop f6. And of course, queen g2 is answered by queen g2. And piece up should be winning thanks to this a pawn. And bishop f6. And I'm threatening mate here basically. And after rook d7, we play thank you very much. And queen c8 is mate. So the thing is, I like the idea of attack and defense from a long, and thanks to this long range theory, long range theme, I would say, where from here we have to understand like the queen on b7, this diagonal protects g2, then we can get a leverage for this bishop to move. So then you start thinking that rook d6 takes check, king d7 check here, bishop f6, and the game is over. So I hope you like this idea of long range cannon. The tip is long range pieces deserve to be treated as long range pieces. They love to attack from the distance. They can do good job, but you have to use the attack and defense principle. Not every time you just have to attack and see if there is a checkmate. Here, this queen b7 idea, I like this idea where after queen b7, I got the breathing space where I can move this bishop to a very nice effect. So thank you for joining me. We will be creating some nice videos on attack in attacking my way. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.